Hello there boys and girls, it's Miss Potter here. Welcome back to Session 3 of our Set 6, Story 2, Read Write Ink Blue Book. Can you remember the title of our book? Well done, it was The Poor Goose. We're going to start today's session by turning to page 6 in our books and practice our green words. You should know these words by now because we practiced them in our 2 previous sessions, so you should be able to read them nice and quickly. If you have a partner that you can practice with at home, you can pause the video now while you do this. If you're using me as your partner, I'll point to the word, you say the word and I'll repeat what I think you said. Are we ready? Goose. Sport. No. Dash. More. Hitch. Store. Tour. Fawn. Guess. Well done. Now for the multisyllabic words. See if you can read the whole word. Popcorn. Insult. Farmyard. Transports. After. Ever. Farmer. Well done. Now for the words with the suffix on the end. Let's see if you can read the whole word. Your turn first, I'll repeat what I think you said. Chatting. Bored. Snorted. Ignored. Scornfully. Honked. Well done. Now it's time to practice our red words. If you have a partner that you can practice with at home, that's great. I'd like you to practice these words as quickly as you can and out of order. If you've got a partner at home, you can pause the video now while you practice this. If you're using me as your partner, I'm going to point to the word. I want you to say the word and I'll repeat what I think you said. Are we ready? Her. I'm. Said. Watch. They. Two. Two. Are. There. All. Your. Want. Does. Was. Were. Any. Other. Does. Watch. Are. Her. I'm. Two. They. There. Two. Your. Want. Well done. Now that we've practiced those words, we're going to play a game of jumping. I'm going to read the story. I want you to follow along, and when I pause, I want you to jump in with the word I was going to read next. Are we ready? This is the story of a horse, a sheepdog, and a goose. Well done. The 3 animals were chatting in the farmyard one. Well done. I'm bored, snorted the horse. Let's have a bit of sport. Let's all dash from this farmyard to the barn at the end of the track. Well done. I know, I will get there before you two. The sheepdog and the goose. Agreed. Well done. I'm the fastest animal ever born, said the horse to himself. I've got long, strong legs and I know a shortcut across the sheepdog is not as fast as I am, and the poor goose has no chance of winning. She's short and fat and I'm the smartest sort of animal, said the dog to himself, and I'm Farmer Popcorn's pal. He will let me hitch a lift on his cart when he transports his sacks of corn to the corn store in the horse is not as smart as I am, and that poor goose has no chance of winning. She's short and fat and well done. But the goose just ignored. She just fluffed up her soft grey wings and didn't say anything at off they. The horse tore across the moor, jumping the thorn bushes and the tree trunks. He looked to the left and he looked to the... I can't see the sheepdog, he snorted scornfully, and I can't see the silly goose. I must be... The sheepdog hitched a lift on Farmer Popcorn's cart. He sat on the sack of corn grinning to himself as the cart bumped along the... He looked to the left and he looked to the right. I can't see the horse, he barked importantly, and I can't see that silly... I must be... But the goose had the best plan of... I may be short, she honked, and I may be fat, and I may be a little bit... But I have something the other two don't. The goose won, for she got to be the barn. I'll start again. For she got to the barn door long before the horse or the... After that, they didn't insult her any more. Can you guess what the goose... Well done. Now we've played a game of Jump In. I'd like you to pause the video and I'd like you to read the full story from the beginning to the end. I'd like you to try really hard to read in your fluent reading voice. This means you'll have to read all the way to the comma or a full stop without pausing. Pause the video now while you do this. Well done. Now we're going to turn to page 16. I'm going to ask you some questions about the story. The first question, where does the race start and finish? You'll find the answer to this question on page 9. Pause the video now if you need some time to think. Well done. Can you tell me your answer? Good. It starts in the farmyard and it ends at the barn at the end of the track. The next question. Why does horse think he's the fastest animal ever born? You'll find the answer to this question on page 10. Pause the video now if you need some time to think. Can you tell me your answer? Well done. The horse says he has long, strong legs, and he also says he knows a shortcut. The question asks us, why does the horse think he's the fastest animal ever born? I think it's because he's got long, strong legs. How does the horse plan to... The next question is, how does the dog plan to cheat? You'll find the answer on page 11. Pause the video now if you need some time to think. Can you tell me your answer? Well done. He says, Farmer Popcorn's. I'm Farmer Popcorn's pal, and he'll let me hitch a lift on his cart. He's going to jump on the farmer's cart, isn't he, and get a lift. The next question says, why do you think the goose didn't say anything? Have a think carefully about this question. You can turn to page 12 and it might help you. Pause the video if you need some time to think. Can you tell me your answer? Well done. I think the goose knew that she was going to win because she knew she could fly, but the other two animals were thinking about themselves all the time and they didn't even think that the goose would be able to fly. The next question says, how do you know that the horse is trying hard to win? Turn to page 13 and have a think carefully about the answer. Pause the video if you need some time to think. Can you tell me your answer? Yes, it says the horse tore across the moor. When he tore across the moor, that means he was running really, really fast. The next question says, why is the sheepdog grinning to himself? Turn to page 14 if you need some help with the answer. You might have to think carefully about this question. Pause the video if you need some time to think. Can you tell me your answer? Well done. I think the sheepdog is grinning to himself because he thinks he must be winning. He thinks he's in the lead. He thinks he's won. The next question says, why does he think he's winning? Turn to page 14. This will help you with your answer. Can you tell me your answer? Well done. He thinks he's winning because he looked to the left and he looked to the right and he can't see the horse and he can't see the goose. So he believes he's in the lead. The last question says, how does the goose win? Turn to page 15 and have a think. Can you tell me your answer? Well done. The goose wins the race because she flew across the air. Now for the final part of the session, hold a sentence. For this part of the session, you'll need your exercise books or a lined piece of paper and a pencil to write with. If you haven't got those things, pause the video now while you go and get them. In this part of the video, we'll do my turn and your turn. I'm going to say the sentence first. Run from the farmyard to the barn. Run from the farmyard to the barn. Run from the farmyard to the barn. Well done. Let's count the words in the sentence. Run from the farmyard to the barn. 7 words, 1 sentence. Run from the farmyard to the barn. I'd like you to have a go at writing that sentence. Remember to use capital letters, finger spaces. You need a full stop at the end of your sentence. And if any of the words you're unsure of, thread in your head and sound them out. If the words are multisyllabic words, sound out the first syllable and then the next syllable. Pause the video now while you write your sentence. Well done. I'm going to show you now what your sentence should look like. The first word was run. Capital R, U, N. Run. Give yourselves a tick if you got that word correct. Then you need a finger space. The next word was from. F, R, O, M. Run from. The next word was the. The next word was farmyard. That's a multisyllabic word. Farmyard. So you're going to sound out farm, then yard for farmyard. Farm is F-A-R-M, and then yard is Y-A-R-D. Run from the farmyard. The next word was to, which is T and O. Next word was the, which is a red word, T, H and E. And the last word was barn. B-A-R-N. Don't forget the full stop at the end of your sentence. Have a look at my sentence now, pause the video if you need to, and check your work against my sentence. If you've got it correct, give it a tick. If you need to fix something, just cross out the part you got incorrect and write the correction neatly above. Well done, boys and girls. That brings us to the end of our third session on our storybook, The Poor Goose. Thank you for working so hard. I'll see you again soon.